Anyway, that's ghosts.
I'm having people over to my apartment for Halloween, and I've realized that I don't know any good ghost stories to tell. I want to set the tone for the evening with something scary, spooky, but I'm at a loss. Do you have any good ghost stories I can use? Alternatively, do you have a formula for a badass ghost story?
Cursing.
That's from Uninspired in Arizona.
A badass ghost story?
Cool, like a cool ghost story.
Like a cool ghost story. I think that no matter what, I like the idea of a formula. I don't like the idea of sitting here and trying to come up with a ghost story. That sounds like comedy poison to me.
But, I mean, the formula is simple.
Formula we can work with.
The formula is simple, right? It's got to start with something like, it was blank years ago. Now, this is where it's tough, right? It can't be 2 recent. You can't see 3 years ago.
Oh,
it
dude,
was 6 months
back
ago.
in March.
You've lived here since January. Yeah, I know. I was there when they all got killed.
I was all up in this.
I didn't tell you about this because not only is this a badass, scary ghost story, it's an embarrassing one.
But it also can't be so long ago. You can't be like 500 years ago in this very spot someone died.
Sure. Happened 500 years ago.
Okay, cool, man.
Absolutely.
So let's just pick a year. 230, right?
No, I think that's too far.
That's way too far.
100. It was 83 years ago.
It has to be a round number, I think, because then it also is like, for some reason, it's like 100 years ago and goes like, ooh, an anniversary.
What about one? And you're like, let me tell you about the Holy Ghost. This guy.
That's pretty scary, actually. I did just get scared of being at a party and that happening.
Scares me is life without him.
That's the beginning of this. That's the beginning, obviously. The end of the story, no matter what, a common great element for a badass ghost story is if you keel over dead at the end of the story and a ghost comes out of your body and screams like, Happy Halloween! And like flips over the table with the dip
the end,
on it.
Okay, it was 100 years ago and you have to drop down dead at the end.
Yes. Now, let me take it a little different. Okay, it starts like this. Okay. It was 1989 years ago, and a man, he died, and he was buried. But then, 3 days later, he came back from the grave. Read this literature. Oh, pretty scary, huh?
Okay, I am so distracted. I'm so distracted by the fact that you set this bit. You set this bit in 1989.
No, it was 1989 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, because he died when he was 33, Justin. So it couldn't be 2022 years ago. I had to do the math. I had to do the math.
Travis we record with camera now, and Travis went to a sunken place.
Yeah, to get that math. Because at first I was going to say 99, and that wasn't it. That would put Jesus at a righteous 23. That was it. He was not cool anymore.
Everybody knows the calendar begins on the exact day Jesus was born.
Yeah, dude.
Any other good ghost story?
100 years ago.
It was 100 years ago. One thing that I always think is very impactful in ghost stories is that someone is eating something that turns out to be a body part. That's
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sick.
Like, and the payoff is always like, this is, I think, the moment right before the death of fright is like, and it was fingers.
Oh, that's good.
Sure.
Okay, so that's it. Well, no, this is excellent. It was 100 years ago. Something. And it was fingers.
And then dead.
I also think it helps if it's like relatable, if it sounds like it happened to someone like that you know, or like someone. And so like just point at anyone in the room and be like, they were there. They can tell you.
Yeah.
And then when they deny it, be like, maybe you're the ghost, right?
That's cool. Like a second person sort of horror story. Justin almost drank the bad coffee.
I almost drank the bad coffee.
You really need to tighten it up.
And it was fingers.
Oh, wait. Is there something in this bad coffee? Is there something in this?
Yes.
Open to the universe, bringing
100 years
ideas
ago.
to you. 100 years ago.
A guy threw a party in their apartment.
Dude, that was so
And
general.
everybody drank the punch, but he had put poison in it. And kind of like this punch that you've all been drinking.
Let's say it was my uncle.
Yeah.
100 years ago, my uncle.
Yes, because no one's going to challenge you on it because that would be rude because it's your uncle.
Yeah, my
They don't
knows
know.
your uncle well enough to know if it really happened.
My dad was a real late life baby. No, because
No,
my uncle was there 100 years
right.
ago.
Yeah.
My uncle was 70 years old when my dad was
100
born.
years ago. My uncle. My very young, 100 years ago, my 6-year-old uncle, and then it's like,
because he's 100.
They can't do the math on that.
6 now.
Yeah,
he started living a good, clean life and exercising every day.
No,
but on a completely hold on,
unrelated,
on an unrelated. He stopped eating chicken fingers because they were real fingers.
Okay, that's so good. That's really good.
Boom, dead.
100 years ago, my very young uncle.
This also sounds like a mnemonic device to remember.
100 years ago, my very young uncle just ate chicken fingers, then stopped because they were human fingers.
But I never stopped eating the fingers, and now I have cardiac problems.
But that's like you just added like a post credits jump scare. That can't be after the end where you die of fright.
Yeah, and I was the uncle the whole time, and then you die of fright.
Okay. Okay, then you die of fright.
Yeah.
That's got to be
And then you don't get up until everybody leaves the party.
Yeah.
That's also important.
And what's cool is like on different holidays, you can use the story too. You just change different parts of it.
Yeah.
So like, for, for around Christmas time, you can be like, so it's 100 years ago, Santa Claus, and then something, and then like be like, he's eating fingers. And then maybe you don't die at the end of that story because it's Christmas.
You become more alive.
Let's take a quick break. Travis, I would prefer if you left.
Oh, okay.
I prefer Griffin and I do these alone.
Can I come back after the money zone?
Yes. But I would prefer that this money zone just be something for Griffin and I. Is that okay?
Oh, I understand. Yeah,
I actually do. I need to use the restroom. So maybe Justin does it alone.
Oh, Griffin, you guys will be recording this in the future while I'm in the UK.
Well, I do need to go to the bathroom.
That's
right
something that you can just say as you. You, Griffin.
But like, hold on. Let me think about this. Hold on. Let me figure this out because we're recording this early because Travis is not in America.
But right now he is.
Right now, Travis is in America.
While we're recording
this,
yes.
When the episode comes out, he won't be in America.
Sure.
I need to pee now.
He's just trying to calculate. He wants to make sure he's not going to piss on camera. He's really, really afraid that somehow.
Okay, Griffin,
I need to go.
You can go pee now, and then also when you and Justin record the money zone later, if you need to pee, then you can also go pee then.
That's what I'm saying.
Do I listen to the episode when it comes out, and you get to this point in the episode, this exact point? Hi, Griffin. Yeah. You can pause your podcast player and go pee then as well.
Yeah, your options are limitless.
Yeah, there's no cause for concern, really.
But why wouldn't we do that? Oh, we don't have ads. Sometimes they come in a little hot, huh? Is that what the situation is?
Yeah. That's one way of putting it. I'm going to flip it on you. We're recording early because we're so responsible.
Oh,
so we don't have the ad copy yet.
Okay.
And so I was setting up a thing where you and I will record the ads.
We're going to do it alone because Travis isn't not in America. Travis isn't in Ohio. Okay. Good.
Are you peeing your pants right now? You do have to tell me.
It's better with you.
Wow. What a great episode so far.